Welcome back to another scratching post. Today I'm going to be re-roping 9 poles and doing some patchwork on the opening of the cylinder hideout of this gigantic tree. For the breakdown, these are the tools I'm going to be using. I start by removing all of the rope, and I'm being very careful not to bend the cardboard poles. Although this is a ginormous and very sturdy tree, the poles still are cardboard, so gotta be really careful not to dent them. Alright, we got the rope all off of this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and move it over to our roping and carpeting station. For roping, these are the tools that we'll be using, and I'll also be using some of these tools for carpeting as well. I'm gonna start at the top where it's hardest to keep my arms raised for a while, and then I'll move slowly down the tree. Once again, since these poles are cardboard, I'm being a little bit more gentle than I would on a wooden tree. So for this, I've been going a little more heavy on the glue. I think gluing the cardboard will help it keep in place since I'm not able to wrap it as tightly as I would on a wooden tree. Something kind of cool about this tree is that the hideout at the bottom wasn't actually stapled or drilled down or anything. It just popped right out after I removed the rope. So it allowed for me to re-rope these poles so much easier. I was actually really stressed about trying to get the rope in between these and that cylinder, but thank goodness. We had to unscrew and unattach this top perch to get it in our van, but to rope it I really needed the leverage, so I put it back on so I can put the rope on. But I had to unscrew it to finish the rope because I wanted to be able to take it off again. Now we're going to move on to the patchwork side of things. I'm just removing the old carpet. I'm going very slow and very intentional with these snips and trims here. I want to make these carpet patches as even as possible. And this bottom one was giving me a lot of trouble because there was so many staples in there. So here's where the new carpet will go, and I cut those pieces out off screen, but you didn't miss much, I promise. I'm just going to go ahead and attach those now, and I'm using a very small stapler for this because the big stapler would just poke through the inside, and we don't want the kitties to feel any pokies on them. And again, the fact that the cylinder wasn't tied down into place, nailed down, the free flow of it really helped on this patch patchwork part. Now it's time to clean this bad boy. We clean the trees after we put on the new rope and patchwork carpet because that creates a lot of debris. Otherwise, we'd just be cleaning it twice, which I guess isn't bad, but we're trying to get the job done. Here's the products that we use for the cleaning side of things. Very simple, but very powerful. We use Nature's Miracle to clean our trees. It has a great smell to it, and it's an enzyme-based cleaner, so it really breaks down any kind of gunk on there. And here's the finished result. This guy has all new rope on its poles and patchwork in those hideout entrances. It's all ready to go back home.